end of 2017, and oh my God, the moment of truth or what? Article by Inelia Benz for Ascension101.com. We are at the end of 2017, and oh my God, have we reached the moment of truth or what? 2017 has been marked by many people as the year when the end of the old paradigm of light versus dark comes to an end. And it has. Have you been feeling waves of grief, despair, sadness? Have you had a strong feeling to get rid of objects, situations, locations, and people who are no longer compatible with you? These things are related, and they are a human collective experience, not a personal one. When I started actively visiting alternative timelines to learn things, get insights, and have different experiences, I decided one day to find and visit the Inelia, who was the most effective at raising the vibrational level of the planet. The experience was radically different to all the other timeline Inelias I had visited previously. It was so radically different that I actually thought it was just a figment of my imagination, unlike the other instances that were real to me. The reason why it was different was that when I stepped into the timeline, I started flying. I thought it was super cool, but highly improbable. Then I found the other Inelia, and she was sitting on a cloud. Yep, you read right. On a cloud in the sky. She was bright, beautiful, and super happy. I flew all the way to her and sat on the cloud next to her. Below us, I could see cities, oceans, mountains, jungles, snow, tropics, desert. It was all below us, and like all of it was in one location, but not. I have visited this particular Inelia many times since. Whenever I need some advice or simply bask in the highest frequency expressions of who I am, I visit her. During the past couple of months, as the low-frequency emotional waves hit so hard, and situation after low-frequency situations entered my life, I went to visit her. In our conversation, I showed her what was happening and asked her if she had any suggestions. I should clarify at this point that she never says a thing, never speaks, she just smiles. Anyway, when she looked at me and smiled, I said, "Oh, it's all very well for you. You don't take part in human life. You're just floating on a cloud." At which point, she laughed out loud and opened her eyes. Then I saw her life, and I finally understood the symbology of her shared experience. For example, floating on a cloud. Basically, I saw that she was of the world, in the world, and living the world. She had family, friends, work, everything that can be had on this planet. But vibrationally and at the level of engagement, she was above it all. She had zero engagement of low-frequency experiences. If anything was dedicated as right or wrong, or have to, righteous, right, fair, legal, and so on, she simply let it fall where it would. It was complete, absolute, and powerful. All thoughts, activities, relationships, situations, and experiences were engaged from her very high frequency vibration. I was so surprised, not so much for the fact that it was happening, but for the results that it had. Affecting or being affected. Both were only on high frequency vibrations and their expression. Yes, there were people and situations in that timeline that were low frequency, but she didn't hold on to them. She didn't try to make them wrong or right. She simply let them be. Her awareness is so broad, so expansive, yet not a millisecond is invested in low-frequency feelings, thoughts, or emotions. I came back from that timeline and started implementing the absoluteness of this knowing. Of course, I have known it. I have been talking about how this is the new paradigm. That it is each one of us who embodies it by being strict and diligent in the frequencies we broadcast. Yet, as you probably know, it's very hard to keep one's frequency genuinely high when bad things are hitting us. I started to let go of those bad things. Literally, my emotional investment in them was released. And wham! The waves of grief stopped affecting me. At walkwithmenow.com, the weekly exercise became to relax your body several times a day. I am sharing that experience with you today. On our October 2017 monthly call, I mentioned how we are presently going through some pretty intense energies that can be experienced as grief, sadness, and a desire to release everything, let go of things, locations, people, and situations. For more information on that particular topic, please refer to the call recording. This week, I would like to invite you to help your physical body relax and release tensions at random times during the day and night. Set an alarm for several times a day, or simply do this exercise whenever you remember during the day and night. Take 10 deep breaths. At each breath, relax your neck, shoulders, arms, chest, and stomach. Also, open your hands unless you're driving or holding something with your hands. As you breathe out, you can blow out the tension, and you state in your mind, I let go of all tension and low frequencies from my body and my field of attention. This will help your body support you through this transition. Do you want to discuss this article in greater depth with Inelia and others? Then go to walkwithmenow.com. Thank you for listening and see you at walkwithmenow.com.